Many of us have been suffering from serious allergies. I feel like the season is going longer and longer. So you're trying your allergy meds, maybe the nasal spray, maybe you're doing that rinse out deal, but many believe that there is a strong gut connection to your allergic reactions. So could changing your diet be the answer to alleviating a lot of these symptoms? Dr. Ken Redcross is joining us to talk about some of the best and the worst foods for allergy season and how your gut definitely plays a critical role. We consider it the body's second brain. So, doctor, it's always wonderful to see you. And a lot of evolution, I think, among the general populace about understanding the importance of our gut health.
Exactly. And look, we're learning, like you said, that it's our second brain. Look, everyone, we all know serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter, but guess what? Most of the serotonin is in the gut. So we already know about that brain-gut axis, but Olivia, now it's exciting because we're recognizing that our allergies can be affected not only by what we're eating, but what we're doing for our microbiome.
Okay, so I have terrible allergies. I mean, I'm allergic to pretty much everything. So what do we want to make sure that we are including in our diet, and what do we want to make sure that we're avoiding? And is this kind of a seasonal deal or year-round?
Well, a little bit of both, Olivia. So everyone, I want you to think about some things that we can stock on our cupboard that are good.
Okay.
Number one, bananas typically are that like kind of throwaway fruit that we take it when we're on the go. But bananas are huge because they have inulin, which is a prebiotic in a sense. Also, think about things such as sauerkraut or kimchi. I'm a big kimchi fan. I know sauerkraut's bigger in Germany than here, but it's once again a natural prebiotic. Green leafy vegetables are another, and one of the better ones, spinach, but collard greens are huge for sources of prebiotics as well. And also think about green tea. Now, Olivia, this is exciting here because with green tea, it's about the polyphenols that are good for the microbiome and also affect the bad bacteria as well. So you get kind of a double whammy with green tea.
So, doctor, before you go on, let me make sure that we're doing the clarification. You're saying prebiotic versus probiotic, right?
Well, I should say it this way, everyone. So when you think about the prebiotic, when you're thinking about those foods, those things that I mentioned kind of feed the probiotic, which is a good thing because it allows them to grow. And that's what we want with the good bacteria in our gut.
I think I know the answer to this, but couldn't I just buy a capsule that says prebiotic or probiotic and pop that in and not worry at all about what I'm eating?
Well, you know what? That's a fabulous question. And the reason why I say that, there's only some probiotics that are really good. In fact, there's one that are the Chiodophilus line of probiotics because they have what's called the friendly trio, 3 strains of bacteria that's been studied together, or probiotics that's been studied together that have studies behind them that help with allergies. Not only helps with allergies as far as some of the symptoms such as runny nose, but also the quality of life from the studies. Now, these Chiodophilus probiotics also have one that's called Pro Plus Synbiotic. And to your point, Olivia, that particular formula actually has a prebiotic and a probiotic in it. So there's a lot of good things that we can add now, everyone. And Olivia, I am also an allergy sufferer, so I get it to have something extra to throw in there.
Okay, so you said what we should include in our diet. What do we want to avoid?
All right, so I don't know how many friends I'll make because I have friends who are farmers, but I want us to be careful with red meat. I get it that there's some benefit here and there, but let's keep the quality, or like to say the amount of the red meat low, and let's make sure at least there's lean cuts because our microbiome doesn't really like it so much. The other thing, fried foods, fried chicken, fried fish. Imagine this beautiful microbiome in our gut with oil going over it from fried foods. Doesn't sound so good, right? The next thing is think about eliminating alcohol, or if so, a little bit in moderation. Alcohol is deleterious to our gut as well. And think about antibiotics. Now, this is tough because I recognize I'm a Western trained physician and there's a role for antibiotics at times, but you got to have a discussion with the patient about making sure that a probiotic is on board as well, because that antibiotic doesn't know what it's killing. It kills good bacteria as well. And last but not least, let's also look at the labels on our food. That typically is a source for antibiotics that we don't know because, once again, you know, as far as livestock and so forth, sometimes they're given antibiotics to keep them healthy, but you want to be careful of eating that as well.
Well, it is always a pleasure to talk to you and giving us a lot to contemplate and be smart shoppers and think about what we are putting in our bodies at all times.
Absolutely. And please reach out, probiotics.com. Learn more about probiotics and what they can do for us.
Thank you, Dr. Redcross. Stay well.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Stay well.